Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Golden Sun. And when last we left off, Mogall Forest is indeed a place you can get lost in if you don't know where you're going. And trust us, we have no idea where we're going. But the animals of Mogall Forest do, and we're letting them guide the way by startling apes that are in tree stumps and then they run away. Case in point, that one jumped over to that stump that we're going to need to go to. And there is one encounter here, and I feel very sorry for this bone fighter and spirit, because we're going to be using our very first 3 Jin summon here, and this summon is going to hurt them quite a lot. Here we go! There is a whirlwind that takes the enemies away, and you're in some serious trouble because there are beams of Jupiter power there that are going to hurt a lot. 117 and 193 points of damage. That is a lot of damage. And bye-bye, Bone Fighter, you really didn't stand a chance whatsoever. It's going to take a while for these Jin to recover, so we're just going to move over here. There goes one of them, which is good, and there's the second. And unfortunately, the third one hasn't yet done so, which means that Ivan is a little bit weaker than normal. I really don't think that using Venus powers is going to be very effective against a group of moles. I think a flare wall would be a good idea, and a few attacks here and one there. There we go, 30 and Blizzard there. That is a good start, 88 points of damage. There is 44, and a lot of fire. Yep, fire seems to be very, very effective. And there is a mad splatter that does absolutely nothing. And now the final of the Jupiter Jin has set to Ivan, which means Ivan is back to full strength once more. There we go, more gold and more experience, and now we need to find out which way we're going to be going. Which way, Ape of Guidance, are we going to go? We're going to be going that way, because we had 2 choices and we really didn't want to go down there. And we go through this little area that is pretty similar to many of the other areas we've been in, and here are 3 tree stumps. And 3 bone fighters, 1 for every single stump. Well, unfortunately for them, they're in some serious bother because we have a lot of synergy that we're going to be using right now. Because hey, why not? It's there, it recharges, and so why not just use it every time we can? There we go, a lot of damage there, and even more damage here. I really don't think many of them. Well, that one is now gone, and that one is gone too, and 1 undead sword, and now that one is also gone as well, and the Blazing Inferno. Goodbye, Bone Fighters, you fought very well indeed. I think using a little bit of healing here wouldn't go amiss. There we go. A little there. Oh, we don't need any there at all. There's some there. 200 hit points for Isaac and Garrett, which is absolutely fantastic. I think we need to find out if there are any apes in here. Is this one of the ones where we have to fight? The answer is no. That one is going to go down there, so we know that south is one of the correct routes. Let's have a look over here and see if there's any of them in here. The answer is yes, and that one is really annoyed. How dare you interrupt my beauty sleep, said the ape, as it declared combat. I think lots of melee attacks here, just to make sure our synergy is not used that much, is a good idea. And that is a really good thing to see, but it didn't actually work. Also, 27 points of damage, and a vorpal slash. Haha! I was hoping the Siphon Seal would work, because that would mean that we wouldn't be hit by any of the other attacks, but I think this ape is pretty much doomed. Pretty much doomed. Alright, this way now, I think, to use this one and see if there are any alternate routes we can go. Is there one? There is! We could go that way as well. This way leads to a small puzzle that has an item at the end of it. And to do this puzzle, we're going to be using the move synergy. We'll push that there, and move the log a tiny bit, and then we'll push this up. And then we'll push it along into this handy little hole that it belongs in. There we go. And what is in here that was worth all that effort? The Elven Shirt. It is a really good defensive item, if I recall. A really good item. Let's just check here. That is pretty good, and the agility gain is fantastic. Everyone can use it. Everyone gains from it too. Do we want Isaac to be able to use that? That is a significant increase, however. That is a massive increase for Mia. You know what? We're giving it to Mia. and you're going to equip it, because why not? It is a really big increase for Mia. And that will mean that Mia will be moving quite a bit sooner in the order of combat than she normally does. There we go, it is Ivan first, and that is a good thing to see indeed, and then it is Mia. That is actually excellent, because now we have a healer that moves pretty quickly, and the bone fighter there can't move, but one more undead sword for good measure. But I think this encounter is also the subtle things that the game does. This one is paralyzed, so the actual sprite doesn't move whatsoever. That is a really nice touch, and I greatly appreciate when games do things like that. Also, that enemy is now just gone, which is really good. I think we're actually getting close to being done here. And here is another puzzle that we're going to have to solve. And it is quite a big one. It's a very big one. The first thing we want to do is move this rock down here. We have to move it not once, but twice. There we go. And now we can push this log over here, and then use force on this stump, which will hopefully get the ape that's in there to move to a different stump. There you go. Wakey wakey in there, but did not actually manage to hit, which is unfortunate. Will it hit now? The answer is I think we actually need to be, I completely forgot, we need to actually be on that small island for that to work. And that was force synergy that was unfortunately wasted, but I'm sure things will be okay. There we go! The enemy has been stunned, and I think disabling all of their synergy powers would have been a little bit redundant there. There we go, and one attack there. Garrett is very, very slow. Has always been, and pretty much will always be very slow. And another stump attack there. That is a little bit redundant, but it does manage to keep the enemy in place. And then a drop of attack is also... Ooh, a critical hit there! A critical hit from the enemy. That doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's really not nice. And one vorpal slash there to finish that one off. Sometimes critical hits happen. You really don't want them to happen when it's a boss battle, but very rarely they do. Goodbye, enemy, and goodbye, enemy. It's as if the game was going, hey, that monster managed a critical hit. We'll show those monsters. Alright, we'll do this correctly this time. Hello there, ape. You're going to jump over there, and we're going to have to make our way over there, aren't we? I'm going to have to remember how to do that. I think it involves going this way around. This is an area where you can get hit by various enemies. Sometimes in puzzle rooms that doesn't happen, but over here it does. And there is just one enemy, a death head. We can deal with a single death head. It is a head of death, one of the many heads of death. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually do that much damage, but had we have been level 1, that would have been a lot of damage indeed. We want to roll this log over here, and then this log here, which will then give us the ability to reach this stump. And there are a lot of different paths you can take. I don't actually know if you can do this without having the ability to startle the apes. I think you might be able to, but you really don't want to take any of those other pathways whatsoever. Alright, here we are. I think this might be where we need to do some saving and some healing. I really do think we might need to do that. There is a blizzard that we're going to be... yep, that's good. One blizzard is great, and that encounter is done. I think saving might be very important here. I just have a feeling that things are about to go very badly wrong. Very badly wrong indeed. So badly wrong that, might want to be cautious, because here is one of those. Uh-oh. Something bad is happening. Something very bad is happening. Do we want to do anything with that? I don't think we do. I think we're just fine. Uh-oh. That is not good. That is not good at all. Do you want to know how bad that is? That is very bad. Here comes a killer ape. The second actual boss in the game if you don't count Satoros. But this is a very, very difficult encounter, and we really needed to do some healing before we went in here. I thought we might have had to just hit it first, but no! The killer ape is here, and has quite a lot of health, and we need to figure out very quickly what element it's weak to. A heat wave here might be good, a plasma might be good, and also a ice shard might be good as well. Plasma, let's see how effective that is. That is not effective whatsoever. Warcry is 44 points of damage, and now Mia can't move, which is really bad. Ragnarok, which is Venus, is moderately effective. Heatwave, which is fire, is very effective. Very effective indeed. Alright, what we want to do now is we want to make sure that people don't die here, so using a cure on, say, Mia's probably going to be a little bit too slow there. But we might as well do one anyway. We want to start using some Jin here. I think using a fever usage of the Jin would be good. And do you have any healing items on you? You actually do not, which is really bad. Really bad indeed. So we want to use, I just accidentally backed up a little bit too much there. We want to use that. We also want to use a impact here. Maybe sleep might work. It never normally works, but we might as well try, mightn't we? Will it work? The answer is it did work! Haha! That is brilliant. That is excellent, and that has certainly saved Mia's life. There we go. Excellent. And fever there. And the ape still hasn't woken up, which definitely is going to help us out. It's going to help us out a lot. Maybe we should use something... Ooh, Quartz revives a downed ally, which is a really good thing for a Jin to do. It doesn't restore a downed ally with full health, but that means we can save on our Water of Life, as long as Isaac doesn't get knocked down. I think using this one might be a good idea, and also using... which one of these do we want to use? Maybe using this one might be good. And do we want to use that one? Yeah, let's use that one. Reducing attack is always a good idea. There we go. Excellent. And now we're going to use Zephyr. Zephyr will increase our agility substantially. Brilliant. 93 for Ivan. The killer ape is still asleep. Sleet will deal some damage, and Forge will bolster everyone's attack. Oh, now the ape is awake, which is really not good, but hey, I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's use, what do we have here? We can use Venus here, that's good. We could use Kirin here, that's really good. And then we'll use Jupiter, and then we'll use Mercury. A 4-time summon! 56 really isn't that impressive, mind you. Venus will also deal some damage, 75, also not that great. And then Mercury will deal a little bit more damage, 74. And then Bind. Fortunately, not on Garrett, but that had no effect anyway. And then Kirin. This is going to deal quite a bit of damage. Yep, that is 168 points of damage, and that is why you want to remember how the elemental weaknesses work, because that is a really good thing. Also, we have to wait a while before these Jin can be used, so we're just going to use some Synergy here. And I think actually using Sleep again might be a good idea if it manages to work. I think a Fly on Isaac is a good idea as well. Will this work another time? It did work again! You know, I really should use that more often. I really should. And the ape managed to sleep through pretty much all of the encounter, which works to my benefit. 92 points of damage, and now Fever's been set, and Granite, and Zephyr, and Sleet. Let's use some more attack, shall we? I think actually using something like, maybe even just Flint might be a good plan. I think using some more of the Mars magic here might be a good plan as well. In fact, basically just making sure that we can just do lots of attacks is a really good idea. Stun voltage, even better. Fortunately, or rather unfortunately, it didn't work. But the killer ape is now gone. And that could have been a lot harder than it actually was. 460 experience, level 14, and Quake Sphere. It's like a sphere of earthquakes. How does that even work? We've no idea. Also, 1,500 coins and a Douse drop, which actually gives us access to another Synergy, the Douse Synergy. Let's set that Jin, shall we? There we go. If I'd have just waited, I didn't know how much health the killer ape had. I could have used the Mars Synergy to get a lot more experience. But hey, we've succeeded either way, which is always good. Anyone home? There is absolutely no one home in here. Let's go and set that Synergy, shall we? Maybe not on you. We should probably get an item and give that over to, say, you. There we go. And we'll pass this over to Garrett, I think. Garrett would appreciate being able to use a water Synergy. And here we are on the world map once once again. And I need to remember that there is something nearby that is very, very important. I don't think it's over here, though. We need to head in this direction. And over here is a mole and yet another ape. There are going to be quite a few apes in this area, and we're going to have to make sure that we manage to get past them quite safely. Then again, we are quite powerful now. Vorpal Slash will definitely help, although I do think Vorpal Slash always looks, uh-oh. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever. We're going to need to use some synergy here. There we go, a Ragnarok there, a Heat Wave there, and we'll just use some lightning. For if in doubt, summon lightning absolutely everywhere. Yep, lightning is pretty good if in doubt. And magical swords made of Venus synergy. That's also really good. And that was a great finishing blow. Brilliant. We're going to head over here. We need to go and there is actually an area, I think, up here where we need to go first. But I don't... I think it's that small enclosure of woods over there. But before we do that, we're definitely going to need to go and rest, because actually using some... using an Earthquake Sphere here. Look at how powerful Earthquake Sphere is. It hits 5 enemies, and you think that may not be important, but unfortunately, it becomes very important later. Very important indeed. We're going to be quickly popping into the settlement over there and using the inn, because we need to restore... That is a lot of Earthquake. It doesn't really do that much to them. It does a moderate amount to the ape over there. And unfortunately the ape is, ooh, that is not good. That dealt quite a bit of damage, but fortunately fire deals with almost everything. I was going to say everything, but then the ape managed not to die. So we're going to defeat this foe here. There we go, and quickly pop into town. We have more than enough money. Where is the inn? Is this where the inn is? This is the inn indeed. Welcome to my inn. 40 coins. Things are getting more expensive, but that's okay, because we have more than enough money. We have massive amounts of money. Excellent. We'll be back here later. For now, we're just going to leave, and we're actually going to check how much money we have. Okay, that is a lot of money. That is 6,000 coins. Accidentally, I walked back into Zion. We're actually going to walk up here to this small area of wood, and I accidentally skipped all of that by mistake, which is unfortunate, although I don't think we got the element of surprise or anything. So that is a good start indeed. That is a very good start. And also that dirge, I imagine, has just flopped to the ground because it can't move, and it was pretty much flying in the spot there. Alright, that did nothing, which is great, and that did something though. That is not good, but I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. There we go, stun voltage there, and that worked as well. And Blizzard is unaffected by delusion. That is absolutely brilliant that everything just seems to be going off to make sure that we get over here very quickly indeed. Level 14 means getting Storm Prey, an absolutely fantastic synergy, and yet another nut. We're going to go over here, and I think there might be something that happens here, but I don't remember exactly where. There is a Jinn somewhere to the north of Zion that we need to go and find, and I don't remember how far north you need to go. Also, Impair really isn't going to do anything unless they actually attack, which I don't think they're going to get a chance to because we are really quick off the mark now. There we go, and one Blizzard pretty much spells the doom of that one. And one attack there. Ooh, actually managed to get an attack off, but not against the right person. You really should have hit Ivan there. But level 14 and Fireball is ours, and Fireball is a really good ability. I wonder how far north we have to go here. I think it might actually just be in this small area, but I don't remember. Nope, there is one death head there. I might just be imagining that this is the location. I'm definitely going to have to look it up. Then again, there is a bridge over there. I think the bridge might be where we need to go. I think this enemy is pretty much doomed. At level 15 for Mia. That is also really good. Let's just head over there to that bridge. It might be up there. If in doubt, it's always worth checking. Oh yeah, I think it is up here. And here is a Mars Jinn. Yep, this is exactly where we need it to be. And the Martian is weak to, what a surprise, water synergy. And Garrett now has access to that, which is really good. A Ragnarok there, and a Douse here. There we go. A Plasma, maybe Impact might be a better thing to do. And then some Ice there. There we go. It is ice to see you, Martian. And it's probably going to hit us with a Fireball for that one. 113 damage. Ice there will deal 52, and Flare Wall. That actually didn't hurt as much as you'd think. And 34 damage, I think you should just stick to attacking there. Probably a good idea. But you should definitely start using, or maybe you should use Storm Ray. It does look really neat. Alright, I think that is a pretty good one to use. I think using a Summon might cause a lot of damage. There we go. Be hit by Sleet. And that did work, and that is really good that it did work, because we get bonus experience and bonus coins. You will join our party now. Joining our party has commenced, and is now over. Excellent, we got Corona there. It is one of the few Jinn that is on the world map that you need to go to a particular area to find. Also, this boosts the party defense with a heat aura. We shall set this, and wow, that is quite a lot of hit points that Garrett now has. And we want to just head down here to where Zion is before we conclude things. And this encounter really isn't going to be a problem whatsoever. We, after all, now have quite a lot of... Also, we have a Jinn that's just sort of lying around right now, and I forgot which one that is. I think it is one of Mia's. It is definitely one of... And there is one Undead Sword! Undead Swords for absolutely everyone! Everybody that's here, that is. Also, these enemies seem to know that their lives are on the line, because they are doing everything they can to try and kill us, which, unfortunately for them, isn't anywhere near enough. Not even slightly. You can see right there when Mia set that Jinn that her hit points improved. It is the reason why I'm a little bit wary about using lots of summons and unleashing lots of Jinn powers, because it can make you quite a bit weaker, and you do lose access to certain synergy when you have done that. And this spirit, yep, very much dead. Very, very much dead indeed. And when we come back, folks, we're going to be exploring Zion here. The place that is beyond Mogall Forest, and I'm probably going to expect that there's going to be something wrong here that we need to go and solve, as there normally is everywhere we go. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.